Welcome back. In the last videos, we've completed the entire BMAD planning phase. The production brief, the PRFAQ, the PRD, the architecture spine, the epics and stories, and the full implementation readiness validation. BMAD-help confirmed that all validation gates passed, which means the project is officially ready for sprint planning. So BMAD-help explains that sprint planning is where we organize all stories into time-box sprints. This phase transforms the epics and stories into a real production schedule. What gets filmed first, what gets edited next, what gets published, how the workload is distributed, how the GitHub workflow aligns with the episodes, how the BMAD loop executes development tasks. Sprint planning is a bridge between planning and execution. So, as always, open or Ctrl+Shift+P for the command panel, then write bmad launch agent. So you can choose one of these agents. I always choose the dev. Doesn't matter which one you take, they all share the same loop, but my chat is still open. I could use S for sprint planning here, organize stories into production sprints, but I use this one instead. Just quickly do this for a moment. Use the BMAD sprint planning skill. Enter. BMAD will now take your epics.md file and organize all stories into sprints. So as you can see, it's reading it. I will generate a complete sprint status with all stories. So status defines definitions in your file. All stories start at backlog. From backlog, it goes to ready for dev, in progress, review, and done. So as you can see, 5 epics, 23 stories, 5 retrospectives, 33 tracked items. So next step, generate individual story files, extract each story from epics.md into separate markdown files in stories folder. Start development, begin with story 1.1, review sprint status, see current tracking, questions about sprint structure or workflow. So I will ask the question because I have a little bit of different. Control C and Control V. I have a little bit of a different structure in mind. In the BMAD YouTube folder, you can find the actual scripts I use to set each story on the YouTube channel, and this story is still in progress 1.9, but let's first make story 1.1. I was rather thinking of a structure like this and created the whole file structure as planned and use script as reference to use what is done. They are already online on YouTube, and folders for the stories and their files are made. I prepared the structure and would it be better maybe to separate class and maybe videos one by one and kept in the script, the BMAD YouTube folder for now, or could we combine like my idea? So this is my idea to combine some things. Let's ask that question and let's see what he says. I'll help you organize the sprint structure and create story 1.1 file. Let me first check what you have in the BMAD YouTube folder as reference. So I'm also looking at my folders I created. The folders here, but nothing is inside yet. So create story 1.1 file for your script. BMAD YouTube. From BMAD YouTube, update the sprint status YAML to organize stories into 8 sprints. Confirm your structure is the right approach. Sometimes you have to bring your own ideas to the table, boys and girls. So this is implementation artifact. As you can see, we still have to complete the checklist, sorry. Okay, you have 3 options: a generate story files for all 27, create story files for sprint 1, start with what you already published to YouTube and move forward, C, review and edit story 1. All looks good. I think it's B I'm going to choose. But use the scripts to show real value of what we posted and keep the same structure as this first file. All seems alright. Okay, still have to do the checklist also. That's right. And the third one. Okay. I'm just quickly reviewing for the moment to keep the video as short as possible. But we still have to make I think continue with sprint 2, stories 1, 4, 5, and 6. B review sprint files 1. Generate all remaining stories at once. Create story files for all epics MD plus available scripts. There are no all available scripts right now. Still have to create them, so it will be O. Then we can really start creating all things needed in the folder according to what is predefined when making the setup. That's the production brief. Let's take a quick look. Okay, he's keeping true to the structure. That's the most important. Okay, next one. With frequently asked questions I had planned. It's just to give you an idea, guys, on how to make it. Okay, one more. The architecture. This was one of the largest videos, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see, we still need to add. Oh, there is a video much longer than this one, but we still need to do all the checklists. So now 53 creates sprints, or S3, sorry, S3 creates sprint 3, stories 171A, yeah, all, no, because not all are done. Review what we've created so far, make sure format perfect moving forward. I think we're gonna take this one. Oh, I didn't do it right, so I'm gonna just do it like this. So this is how we create all story files. I showed them how to break down the work into sprints of my choosing. We made the BMAD planning artifact inside our folder. This document contains the sprint breakdown, story segments, production order, GitHub integration notes, BMAD Loop execution plan, publishing cadence alignment. So as you can see, 1.7. Let's take a quick look. This was the longest video we've done, the 1.8. Okay. Checklist has to be done also, but this is something I will do off screen. This is still in progress. So as you can see, not all is completed. Still not yet. Okay. Oh, sorry. Next step, you have three options. Create epic 2, no. Generate story files for 5 stories from your epics.md, if any available. All. So now we do this later. Now we will start filling the folders made for Epic 1. They are already created and I would like to show how to finish them on screen first. So I'm actually gonna do it like this. Copy relative path that he knows what I mean. So he's creating the script MD. To readme. It's a little bit different than what we used, but not bad also. I will still correct this. It's just a little code change I have to make. A little setup file. Verify setup script. Is this? Oh no, this is the other one. Let me see what he is actually doing here. Is creating them, but I see the assets folder is still empty, so we still need to tell him to create all the files. The Python main. Ah no, something on it's Windows. That's more I like it. This is what I needed. I think he just made the files I needed. Excellent. Let me correct the summary. What we just built. I'll create a completion checklist file. Let me just take a quick look. No, I thought he made some asset files. No. Excellent. So, I just did a checkup. Okay. Folder is complete for video production. He didn't use HEF coding. Where did he put this file? Sprint completion. But he did not. No, it is not, because you did not update the sprint status YAML and didn't create any asset files. That's why you have to be on the ball, guys. You have to tell him exactly when something goes wrong. $25, that's a bit odd. Populated tree, epic in progress. No, that's not good. Okay, that's good, but not the YAML. I'm wondering. And he's going to try that same thing again, although he knows it fails. It's Windows. Perfect, now correctly updated. Um, I will be the judge of that. Epic BMAD Python Series Foundation development status. Completion dates. Done. 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 So 3 stories done, 6 stories ready for next session, but this will be off screen. 1 epic in progress, 33% complete. So now that the sprint planning is complete for this first sprint story, sorry. The next BMAD steps are execution, filming, editing, publishing. In the next video, we'll begin the execution phase, starting with the first sprint that follows. That would be normally, let's take a look at our folders, real projects. But I first have to set up everything, guys. I have to fill every file, every sprint, every story. So I will have the whole weekend working for you guys so I can prepare for the next step in this series story. So the series for the BMAD is actually done right now. So in the next video, like I said, we will begin the execution phase. You saw a little execution right now, how to make the stories and make the epics come to life. So after I built it all and checked it all, if everything is alright, when it's completed, that's still behind screens, then I will launch it on my GitHub and share the link. So, quick recap: we completed the entire planning phase, validated everything with implementation readiness, and organized all stories into sprints. Well, not all stories, because else the video would take hours. So the next video will be execution of one of the new sprints. I'm thinking about a real project once, so we can actually start little coding sessions like I promised of the BMAD series. That is already done. The BMAD series itself is done, but the rest is still to come. If this helped you, leave a like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what BMAD topic you want next, if you want to add something to this series. Bye.